Today, I am at the Canaveral National Seashore. It is so beautiful. A huge Atlantic Ocean. And it is high tide, which is the perfect time to find shells on the East Coast. Now, if you're West Coast, low tide is your moment. But I'm East Coast, and high tide is when I want to be out here. So today is February 21st, 2023. It is my 49th birthday. And I thank God for 49 years and all the blessings that He has given me. And I thank God that this year, for my birthday, I can go to the beach because we've moved to Florida. And we live 30 minutes from this beach. This is the closest beach to us. I love it. 30 minutes. So here we are. It is a beautiful day, and I've had a lot of people say you haven't taken us to the beach for a while. So this morning I got up, and Chris was so sweet. He had a cake for me and some presents and stuff. He's so sweet. And then he had to be at work at 8, clock in, and so I thought, wonder when high tide is today. So I looked, and lo and behold, high tide was 9 a.m. And so I said, I'm going to the beach for a little while. So this is my birthday, and I am so happy that I can be on the beach today looking for shells. So look at all these gorgeous shells. So this is what's called the rack line, and you can see it all the way down through there. And that's where the last tide left this line of shells, okay? So this seashore that I am on, let me see if I can hold this camera without getting my finger in it. This is the Canaveral National Seashore. This requires a pass to get in, or you pay. There's a jingle. There's a jingle. Here's a shark eye. See that? Moon snail, otherwise known as a shark eye. And I paid the annual pass because this is the top of something twisty. A button top's what they call them. My camera's not wanting to focus. I paid the annual pass to get in here because we are so close to this beach, and I knew that, this is where I could go. And the thing is, because you have to pay for the membership or the pass, there's a scallop. And because this beach is at the very, very end of New Smyrna, so it's not, it's not down where all the commercial stuff is and all that. It's a very, very uninhabited beach, pretty much. So as you can see, there is no one all the way down there. Now, if I turn around, the pier there where I came in at, there's some people there. But it is mainly like this. It's so nice. And I can come out here and shell hunt and just have a grand old time. And that's what I do. I come out here, I shell hunt, I pray, I meditate on God's goodness and how thankful I am for everything, and it just makes for a great experience. So I am going to walk along this rack line and see what I can find, because there's a ton of shells here. Now, the difference between East Coast shelling and West Coast is this. See this broken shell? You don't find whole. You can, it's not impossible, but it's not very common, let me say it that way, to find whole, big like conch shells and stuff like that over here. But I use those broken pieces to make all kinds of beautiful things. I'm going to start selling them on my website because they're really cool pieces of artwork. Here's a beautiful scallop. You can find a lot of scallops here on the East Coast. And scallops are really cool because this is a pin shell, and it's still got part of a living creature in it, so I'm not going to take it. Is it on the camera? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Yeah, he probably is not alive because he's been up here on the shore, but I'm not going to take it because of that. But yeah, you can find beautiful things over here if you don't want particularly just the whole big conch shells. So, you know, this is what I do. I come out here, I look. Here's a moon snail, shark eye moon snail. And granted, it's not whole, I know. Sometimes I can find these whole, I have, but for the most part, you know, everything gets beat up in the Atlantic waves when they hit. I mean, look at them. You know, you look at these shells and some of them are pretty fragile, so they're going to get tossed around and beat up before they ever even hit our shore. So yeah, we don't find a lot of the big stuff, but that's okay. I love to come over here and search, and it's a treasure hunt, believe me. I found some really cool stuff. So I'm gonna walk this rack line and see what I can find. There's another view of the ocean. Isn't it gorgeous? Wow. Tides is fully in and will start to go out. So it'll actually leave another rack line, probably. So if I stay for a couple of hours, I'll walk all the way down this way for a while, and then I will turn around, and by the time I come back, there should be a new rack line. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll pull y'all back up if I find anything really interesting. Okay? So there's our Atlantic. Enjoy. Those waves are calm, you guys. Normally, it is a rough ocean, you know, but these waves are not they're pretty calm. So it may be a good day for finding some shells. We'll see. Check out this piece of driftwood. It's big. I mean, I don't know how to really put it in perspective. There, maybe that helps. It's a big old piece. That just goes to show you how mighty this Atlantic Ocean is, because I mean, that's a pretty big piece of, and it is not light, it's heavy. So that would have been really cool had it been whole. But here's a big pile of shells. So a lot of times if you see a piece of driftwood or something, a lot of cool stuff maybe will get stuck around it. So I'm gonna check out and see what's here. It doesn't really look like there's anything mega exciting here. But look at the barnacles on the driftwood. Isn't that cool? Little barnacles stuck to it. So just a huge piece washed up here. And that wasn't here when I was here before, so it's new. But I'm just kind of walking this line, looking to see what I can find. There's a lot of scallops today, really pretty scallops, which I absolutely love scallops, so I'm happy about that. And, you know, finding a lot of pieces of things. Twisty shells, I love any of the little twisty pieces because I make some pretty art with them. But the scallops I just think are so gorgeous. And I don't know if y'all knew this cool little tidbit. The top of the scallop is never the same as the bottom. Look at that one. Well, y'all, there has been a casualty on the beach today. I don't know who he is, but he's dead. He drowned, apparently. I don't know. Who is he? Does anybody know? He's barnacle covered on his face. But I'm gonna take him with me because, you know, nobody deserves to lay on the beach dead, right? I'm gonna grab him. Oh my goodness, do you see it? Look. I haven't touched it. I don't know if it's whole. Look though. This is so not normal for this East Coast. Let's take a look. Zoom back out. Oh my goodness, look at it. Wow, you guys, look at that. I know it's not perfect, like it's beat up a little bit. Wow, this is a huge, wow, what a wonderful find. I am so excited, and beside it is a shark eye and a jingle. Oh my goodness, look at this. I'm so excited. This is one of the best shells I have ever found on this beach. Wow. How cool. So I'm in this huge, look at all those shells over there. Just walking along, and wow. So that, so far, is the epic find of the day. I don't even know what it is. It's not a fighting conch. It looks like a... Is it a king conch? I don't know. I'll have to ask somebody that knows. But I'm so excited to find it. Wow. That makes the whole day right there. Yikes. That's a birthday present from God right there for me. So I'm going to walk right on down past where this big bunch is. And then I'm going to turn around and head back because I'm getting tired. But wow. Yeah. How cool. I'll be back. Okay, so this is my results from the trip this morning. I spent 2.5 hours at the beach. This is my little setup outside, so let me show y'all. We have a water hose over there, and this is, I don't know if these are oranges or lemons. They fall from this tree up here, and I've cut one open, and it looks like a lemon inside, but they look like oranges outside, so I'm new to this Florida thing, so I don't know, but this is our little outside area here, outside our pool cage thing. And so I set up some tables here because I have a garden hose out here. And this is where I bring all the shells when I want to wash them off. So these guys are from another trip, and they're ready to go in the house. They've been washed up and they're ready for, a project. These are all from today. So I found a lot of twisty, and I use these in things. I'll have to show you all here in a minute what I use them in. But these twisty shells I love to find, even if they're broken. These are called button tops. So these are the tops of a lot of these twisty shells. You can find some really pretty ones, and they make pretty cool things. These guys back here, look how big he is. He's about as big as my palm. I put these in my landscaping out front, and I'll show you that here in a minute too. So a lot of the bigger ones get used for my landscaping, but all these twisty ones will go in a craft project. The button tops will go in craft projects. So all these button tops down here. These are giant Atlantic cockles, and there's a craft project that I want to do with them. And then these are just regular cockles, smaller, but these giant ones are big. When they're put together, they make a heart shape, and they're called a heart cockle. This is all sea glass. Some of it's not so sea glass. This piece definitely is. I pick these up whenever I find them because I don't want somebody to step on them on the beach, but they're definitely could use some more tumbling, and I'll tumble them in my rock tumbler. But that's the glass that I found today, which is quite a bit. And then these are shark eyes. So look at all these. Aren't they cool? I saw a picture on Pinterest where somebody made a lamb out of all these, and this was the fur. It was so cute, but I love this one. It's very interesting. So there's that. These are called jingles because they make a jingly sound. They're very thin and pretty. These little guys down here, this one's not, this is an oyster. These are called kitten paws. And we find these not so much this time of year. It's really weird how it works. I was talking to my son Logan on the phone earlier about that. How like today, there was a lot of different stuff that I normally find. So it's weird. I mean, I may go back tomorrow and it would be completely different. So I don't know how all that works as far as science goes, but there were a lot of oysters today. And I like to find these oysters that are like this because you can make a pendant out of it. You can hang something pretty here, drill a hole in the top, and then these little tiny ones make really cute earrings. So those are the oysters. Here are a bunch of slipper snails. They're also called Indian boats because they look like a little canoe if you flip them over. Aren't they cute? But they're slipper snails. It's a bunch of those. That's an angel wing, and it only has a small hole. Normally you cannot find these are very fragile, and I just about dropped it. But that's the most intact one that I found. And look at the scallops. These are called razor clams right here. They're cool. But look at the scallops. Oh my gosh. The pretty, 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 pretty scallops. And this one I want to show you guys. Oh, look at this orange one. Look at that one. Isn't it beautiful? And then, where'd it go? Can't find it on my view. There it is. No, that's not it. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, look at that. Look at that orange one. Isn't it beautiful? It's prettier in real person. But then I found, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comps. So this is like really unheard of for our coast, the East Coast. This is my gift from God today for my birthday. I'm going to put this on my desk and put an air plant in it. So that's what's going to sit on my desk with an air plant in it. I was so excited to find that one. And then all these other ones. Look at this one. These are just, oh, I was so excited. So we have all these scallops. Beautiful. I mean, look at the variety of scallops. These are from another trip. These will go in my landscaping. And then here is the weird stuff we found. So I found this piece of plastic. It's like from a car or something, and I just picked it up so nobody would step on it. This guy, don't know who he is. His face has been barnacleized or whatever. So anybody knows who he is? I'd be kind of curious to know. But yeah, he was on the beach, and so I rescued him. He's dead, I think, but I don't know. Barnacles, these are really cool. Those are barnacles. You can find them on the beach sometimes. This is the vertebrae of something. I have no idea what. Bird, shark, fish, whale. I don't know. It's a barnacle or a vertebrae of something. This, I have no idea what it is. I just picked it up because it was weird. See, some of these things I just pick up because they're strange. This thing was sticking straight up like this in the sand. No clue what it is. If anybody knows, tell me. I picked it up just because it was so obviously like stuck like that. So those are my weird finds. These are pen shells. So these have really pretty inside. So you can see this iridescence on the inside of these. These are kind of hard to find a hole, and I've never found one with these spiky things on it. See those spiky things on there? Cool. But so that is my big shell find for today. And my goodness, I had 2 bags. I had that blue bag on top and the green bag right under it, completely full, like so full I could barely walk back to the car. I was so tired. But yeah, so I will wash all these. I just laid them out so you all could see them, but they'll go in one of these tubs and get washed, soaked overnight with some Dawn and a little tad bit of bleach, not very much, just a little tiny bit. And then they'll be ready for whatever, either crafting or to go in the landscaping. So let me walk inside and I will show you some of the things that I've made with the shells. Okay, so I have quite the collection of shells. There they are. That's only some of them. There's a bunch in here. There are some back here. And so I've been collecting for a while, and about a year. So here is a mermaid that I'm not too impressed with how she turned out. I don't really care for her. My aunt wanted a mermaid for her birthday, so that was my attempt at a mermaid, which did not turn out great. So I'm probably not going to give that to my aunt, or I'll either give it to her and let her decide if she wants it or not. I may give her 2 things and let her pick. This is a cross with alcohol inks that I've done. This is one that's just laying here that I haven't resined yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this or do something different. This is what I do with the twisty shells right here. So, as you can see, it's like a bouquet of flowers with shells all coming out, and I resin over top of it. There's another collection. That I made for my new grandbaby when she is born. She's not born yet, but they're doing her room in elephants, and her name is Mariah. So that's going to be hers. And then I do a lot of pendants and stuff like this with the shells as well. So I have shells everywhere. I've got shells up there. I have shells back where I showed you. Here's another huge container of them. I just love them. I think they're so pretty just to sit around like that in glass containers or to make things with. So that is my shell haul for today. And my room's a bit messy, sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed the trip to the beach. Oh, I was going to show you the shells in the landscaping. Hold on. So I just came out the front door and there's flowers here. Oh my goodness, it's my birthday today, which I've already said, so I have to open those. But let me show you the shells in the landscaping. So this is our palm tree. Its name is Egbert, and it almost died when it frosted here in this past winter. So I'm very thankful that it lived. But I have put all these shells. These are a lot of the bigger shells or broken shells or whatever, so I put them in the landscaping. So there's that one. This needs weeded. Don't judge me. I need to get out here and weed. But I've started putting them over here too. This is our bear from the Smoky Mountains. Ouch. And so, yeah, they're really pretty in the landscaping, and I definitely need to get out there and weed all that. I have not done that for a long time. But, yeah. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Here's a view of our neighborhood in sunny, beautiful Florida. It's a beautiful day today, and, yeah. So, anyway, guys, have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!